Hi everyone, and welcome to the first cook and talk of this YouTube channel. I've been wanting to do this for a long time, but I think I've never had the time and resources to do that. So I'm in Ecuador right now, as you know. The last video that I posted here was about my time at the farm, but now I moved from Canoa and I'm in Quito now, and I am in this Airbnb and I'm staying in Quito for like just a couple of days just to get used to the altitude. And they have this beautiful kitchen, and I was like, okay, why not use it to make a YouTube video and do the cook and talk that I always wanted to do. Also, credits to Ives because he introduced this into my mind, like do a cook and talk, or cozinha e fala in Portuguese. So I'm gonna do this in English. There are gonna be Portuguese subtitles in here. We're gonna be doing a Latin American dish, so it's very confusing because sometimes I'm gonna speak some things in Spanish. But anyways, so first thing actually is you to subscribe here in the YouTube channel. I know. Look, it just takes seconds. Just scroll down a little bit and click on the button, and also click on the bell so you have all the notifications to when new videos appear here in the YouTube channel. And as you see, I'm getting more frequent in the videos, so every Monday now we have new videos here. Yes, that's set. For a month now, I've just been testing out how does this look like, and now that I have 4 videos in a row every Monday, I think it's working very well. You guys are liking very much, and it keeps the consistency in this channel, so every Monday we have a video in here, okay? You're gonna see here a little clip of me cutting and doing everything, just preparing for you, and I have all the ingredients for the recipe we're gonna do here. So first of all, I might do a little vignette for this, so just let it go. Today we're doing an arroz con pollo, or arroz con frango, or chicken rice. It's a very common dish in Latin America, or in Brazil. It's very typical. At least in my home, it's very typical. My father used to do this a lot, and it is one of my favorite recipes of all time. And I really wanted to do this. Of course, I don't have every single ingredient that he used. I don't have cilantro, which is or coriander, which is like a crime for Latin American culinary, but it's okay. It's okay. It's a dish that has been with me since my childhood. I love seeing my dad do this, and I love doing this with my dad. And the kitchen has always been kind of a safe space for me. So since very young, I always like to explore myself in the kitchen and culinary. Although I really love baking way more, I think cooking for me also really hits very deep into my soul. So to share this with you is also to share a little bit more about myself, and not only about the places that I'm visiting through this YouTube channel. So yeah, let's do this. Okay, so now actually first, the ingredients. Just so you know, this is also a challenge for me because normally when I cook, I just go with the flow and I go adding stuff. So the quantities are not actually like exact measures. It's just like how the starting point, and then we see how you go from there, and I'll tell you if I change anything, okay? So here I have more or less 100 grams of tomatoes. I really like cherry tomatoes. You can use any tomato you would like. It's important that they're red, okay? So it gives a bit of color. Here I have 1.5 shallots, those little purple onions, or one onion basically. So that would be fine. Here I have 2 cloves of garlic, also like chopped in little cubes. I have 300 grams of chicken breasts, and then I cut them in also big cubes. I wanted to do this, and this recipe is better if you can do it with chicken thighs, but when I went to the supermarket, they just had packages way big of chicken thighs, and because I'm by myself and I'm cooking this for my dinner and lunch and dinner, I didn't see the reason of buying a whole package of chicken thighs, so now I'm gonna eat it. So I bought the chicken breasts, and they're gonna work way fine. But we're gonna do something before with them, before adding to the recipe. Okay. Here I have 1.5 cups of rice, more or less. Okay. I just put it here until I thought it was good enough for me. I also have here curcuma, I don't know if turmeric is the right word in English, but curcuma is how we say it in Portuguese and Spanish. Here I also have something that I have no idea how to call in English. It's louro in Portuguese, and in Spanish it's something like that as well. I have one lime, and look at this lime. It's like almost the size of my palm. When I went to the supermarket and I saw this, I was like, I don't know. I actually don't know if it's a lime. So we're gonna see it together, okay? Here I have tomato paste, or tomato puree. Anyways, so it's important that it is tomato, not tomato sauce. Just the tomato in itself as a paste or as an extract or something like that. I was going to say you don't need to add this, but you do, because it's my recipe. So if you want to do it, you have to do it right. And of course we have salt and pepper. So that's all the ingredients that we have. So it's a very simple recipe, not very complicated ingredients, but it's very full of flavor. Of course, at home you use so many different spices, and here I'm just using the ones that I have, but it's still gonna be amazing, okay? So for our chicken breasts, okay? So it's gonna be very basic. Salt, pepper, turmeric or curcuma. We're gonna use lemon zest, lime zest, and lime juice, okay? So you might know this, you might not, but when you are zesting the lime, it's very important that you don't just keep it like going like this. It's important that you always rotate, because we don't want the white stuff, we just want the green peel. Otherwise, whatever you're doing is gonna get very bitter. So just pay attention to that. Okay, perfect. So now it doesn't need a lot of time, okay? Just let it rest for like 5 minutes into what we just created, and then we come back. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna give some color to our chicken breasts first. We're gonna grill them with just some olive oil, and then we're gonna add all the stuff into it. So the goal is that we grill them, we're gonna take them out, and we're gonna use all the flavor that is in the pan to cook the onions and the garlic and the tomatoes, and then we're gonna add the chicken breasts later in the recipe, okay? You got that? And then while we do that, I talk to you. I hope you can listen to me with the stove on. So let's see how it's gonna happen. Okay, so first you're gonna turn it on. I have to say, I hate this type of oven. I don't like it. I really like to see the fire into the thing. I know there might be like more environmental friendly or something like that. I'm gonna put it here on. I have cooker hands. Do you know what does that mean? It means that I can get very close to very hot stuff in the oven, because I love to cook, and it's something that is kind of part of my whole personality wherever I am in my life, because I love cooking, and cooking is something that grounds me and that makes me focus on the moment. I hope you can listen to me, I'm so sorry. And something that I just really love to do overall. And especially when I'm traveling, I don't have a lot of opportunities to cook, because I'm always trying to be aware of my budget, and it's not always that I can stay in very nice places like this. So while I'm traveling, I really miss just like cooking overall. And I wish I could do more. It's always been a very nice tradition that I like to do, and I always like to cook for people. I do love cooking by myself like I'm doing here, but cooking for me is something very communal. So let me show you how it's looking like. You see? That's the color we want. So it's important that we do like small bits, because if we put everything now, they're gonna start to cook. And we don't want that. We want them to have this crispy, amazing texture, and that's not gonna happen if we put all of them at the same time. It's gonna take a while. And here So if you don't understand, do little bit by bit of the chicken, because we don't want to put all of them, otherwise we're gonna cook. Okay? Anyways, I'm having a lot of fun, by the way, just so you know. Yeah, let me pause now and then come back when this is done, so then the video don't be like 20 minutes long. Okay. Perfect. The chickens are done. So here is how it looks like. I hope it's focusing. So here's how it looks like. So as you can see, like it's very crispy and it's golden. That's what we want. That's like we want some golden, want some color, some flavor. And the best thing that we wanted is this, I don't know if you can see, this dirty pan right here. Exactly like this, nothing is burned. It's basically all the flavor from the magnificent chicken that we have in here. It's put in there and now in here with the olive oil and everything. So now we're gonna add all the other ingredients into here. So I have everything already ready for me. That's what we call mise en place. So everything's already basically chopped and done, and now I just need to cook. I love doing that, so I don't need to like do a lot of stuff. Of course you're gonna have more dirty dishes in the end, but for me it really facilitates not to have to be chopping stuff while I'm cooking, you know? It's a different type of stuff. That's why they have people at the restaurants just chop stuff, because the real work is cooking. Now I have our pan in here and I'm gonna turn it on again, and I'm gonna have it on 4. So we're gonna cook the onions and the garlic and the tomatoes, and have like start to build in the flavor that we want. And it's in each step of this is very important, okay? So here I have basically the whole flavor of the chicken, and now I'm adding the onions. I used not to like onions because that's a fun fact. My dad hates onions. Like he is the hater of onions. If onions would have 100 haters, he would be one of them. If onions would have 10 haters, he would be one of them. If onions would have 1 hater, he would be that hater, and he would start a whole community again. Because it's traumatic. I'm not gonna explain to you, but if you know, you know. He hates onions, so at home we never really ate onions when I was growing up, because my dad is the person that really cooked in my house. If my mom sees this, she's gonna be so pissed. My mom cooks amazing as well, but she learned from my father. Which is true. Don't lie to them. I added the garlic. Sorry I didn't say that, but the people here in the small camera saw it. Of course you're seeing it as well. So I add the garlic. Tomatoes now. Adding the tomatoes. If you see that in the bottom of the pan, not everything is sticking out, just get a little bit of water and put it in. Not much, just like a little drop, just so everything gets like very nicely out of there. This is gonna be so good, y'all. So I've lowered the heat a little bit for like some 5 minutes, just so the tomatoes get all the flavor and all of this kind of becomes one thing before we add the little leaves, the lodo, which I still don't know the name in English. We're gonna and then we add tomato paste a bit more, and then the rice, and then the chicken, and then water. Good? Good. So just so you know, I'm putting some water to boil as well. So when the rice is right there, we're gonna put the water and wait for the rice to cook, of course, and they were basically done, but please put some water too. So everything is already amazing in here, and the tomatoes are mushy, and all we have is basically just the peel of the skin of the tomato and all the flavor of it. And now we're gonna add 1 tablespoon of the tomato paste that we had. So here goes. 1 tablespoon. Not much. Okay. We're also gonna add the leaves in here. Finally, we're just gonna add some salt and pepper. And remember that you already seasoned the chicken, so be careful here. Salt, pepper. Now that we have everything like in here, we're just gonna basically assemble everything. So we're gonna add the chicken that we did, add the rice. Why am I showing you? I have the camera here. Adding the rice. Water to this. How much water? We're gonna do until it covers everything, including the rice. We shouldn't be much in this. And then you do 1 finger up from the rice after it covers everything. I'm gonna lower the heat, so now it's gonna be in 2, not in 3. I'm gonna leave this pan. I wanted to leave it half open, but I don't know if I can do this with this. Okay, I'm gonna leave it half open like this. So we're almost finishing. The rice stayed here for around 15-20 minutes. I didn't really count everything. But yeah, and now I tasted it. It's good. It's missing a bit of salt and pepper, and then I'm gonna just do this right now. Oh yes, I'm so excited to eat this. And I'm gonna finish by adding lime juice. It's basically what makes everything coherent in the end. Also, while you all were just chilling in there, I also prepared a salad to accompany everything. Was very simple, just lettuce and tomatoes, cherry tomatoes of course. And for the sauce, I added just a little bit left of the pesto that I had, olive oil, lime, salt and pepper, and mixed everything. And then I'm just gonna add everything when we assemble the whole thing in the end. And now, before we eat, I'm just gonna turn this off and just let it rest a bit for some 5 to 10 minutes. It's not gonna get cold. It's only so everything just gets together as well, just so it rests and stops cooking. And also because it's like burning now, so we can't eat now. So we're just gonna wait a little bit, and then we're gonna assemble everything. So finally arrived at the end, and I will show try, right? So as you can see, and as you're gonna see in the videos right there, that I'm gonna show you, the rice got such a very beautiful orangish, reddish color. Again, not only because of the tomatoes and the paste, but also because of how we prepared the chicken before, with the little sticky bottom golden of the pan. And that's the goal. That's everything we wanted. And as I said, I also did a salad. So, but I'm gonna try what we did together with you. And I'm so excited. Like, eu tô salivando. Let's go. Get a bit of everything. Bon appetit. Because today is such a cold day, it's still warm and it's so comforting. This is so good. And the lime we added at the end just makes everything come together in your mouth with the acid, and you can taste like the tomatoes that we did, and the kurkuma and the chicken. Oh, it's just insane good. Look, it's not actually that hard to do it, and it's also not that long. If you have perhaps 30 minutes, you can make this easily, or maybe 35. I took 35. In a day, you can make this easily. It's a very good I think it's healthy. I mean, I don't see why it would not be healthy. There's carbohydrates, there's protein, there's so much flavor in it, and there's vegetables as well. So I really don't see why it is not healthy. So let's say it's healthy, just for the sake of it. It's incredible. I love it. I'm gonna just take you guys so I can continue eating. I love you. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel. As I said to you, it doesn't take long. Give it a like, give it a comment, and ask maybe questions that I can answer in the next Cook and Talk. I hope to do these videos more frequently because I actually really enjoyed making it. The whole process of it was a bit chaotic, I'm not gonna lie, to talk and cook at the same time, but I loved it. I really loved it. So I hope you guys liked it. I see you, and thank you for being with me in the first Cook and Talk of this YouTube channel. Bye bye.